And very well, that story takes us to our second commercial break. But before that, tomorrow in Kenya's bold newspaper, this Saturday Standard, we are carrying that headline that touches on the accident and the collapse of building. And it's all about the merchants of death. Concrete coffins. The South Sea building collapse was not an accident. It was the predictable outcome of a chain of human decisions. Developers piled on floors for profit, contractors built in defiance of stop orders, professionals signed off on what should have never stood, and officials under Governor Johnson Sakaja looked the other way. What remains is a deadly ecosystem of people and offices that trade public safety for private gain. In that marketplace of corruption and impunity, buildings rise not on engineering but on silence, bribes and complicity until they fail. And we look at some of the issues here, and it's all about negligence. Now, illegal additional floors. The building was approved for 12 floors but was constructed up to 14 to 16 stories depending on accounts. Now, extra floors were added without approval, and in defiance of stop orders, Nairobi City County issued a stop construction order on August 11, 2025, which was allegedly ignored. Construction continued despite repeat enforcement actions. And we talk about oversight failures as well, where questions persist over how construction continued within 100 meters of a county office without decisive action. Blame is shifting between county departments, national regulators, and professionals tasked with inspections. And the county is equally blamed on the construction stage risks. The building was still under construction, introducing risks such as premature foaming removal, poor curing, weak temporary supports, and inadequate supervision, absence of accountability. Despite the deaths and massive public concern, no arrest had been made at the time of reporting. And systemic urban planning, the collapse has intensified scrutiny of mushrooming high-rise developments in residential areas, raising broader questions about safety, density, and governance in Nairobi's urban growth. And in that photo, you see Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, the man who has to respond to the questions that are being raised, as well as questions on police units ahead of 2027. And that is President William Ruto's decision to set up new police units with only a year left to the general election has come under sharp scrutiny. Tomorrow in Kenya's bold newspaper, be sure to get yourself a copy of the same and get all this story and much more. We take that break. We'll be back with much more.